The Kims are revered at home. It's not clear how much of this is genuine and how much of it is forced, but still, an entire army ready to march in sync at their command and show off disconcertingly large missiles to their dear leader. All of the media is tightly controlled, and so of course the main newspaper and state TV channel describe the summit as a great success for their supreme leader. And when one of them dies, well, it's a national catastrophe. Tears flow. That's at home, but abroad, they're outcasts with very few friends, except perhaps their neighbours China and Madagascar. Well, their relationship going back to when they were Marxist, the height of the Cold War, when the North built their waterways and presidential palace for free. But elsewhere, they're condemned for human rights abuses, nuclear threats, and treated like a joke. Not one of the Kims, and they've ruled for 3 generations, has ever taken their rightful place at the United Nations General Assembly in New York. And that's saying something when you consider even history's so-called outcasts, Gaddafi, Chavez, Omar al-Bashir, have all addressed the UN. So while Trump was threatening to annihilate North Korea,
Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime.
Kim had to leave his response to the foreign minister, who said Trump had turned the United Nations into a gangster's nest. As for trips abroad, the best Kim Jong-un's enjoyed is a train trip to China, or perhaps this walk across the border to South Korea, along with a security guard or 2. But with an estimated $5 billion fortune, Kim has had to bring the world to him, importing luxury cars and fine wines like any self-respecting billionaire. But his prized possession is homemade. It's amazing what a nuclear bomb can do for you. The Kim dynasty, after years of planning, has managed to bring the world's most powerful man to the negotiating table. The signs are, at least on the surface, that the two can work together. Perhaps now, after the big meeting with Trump, Kim can finally step out onto the world stage. If they continue this path to peace, maybe it will lead to the White House one day, perhaps a speech at the United Nations, and a guest appearance at the World Cup. Maybe even a meeting with the Queen. Too far? Too soon? Probably. But surely, watching a basketball game with his real-life pal, Dennis Rodman, is now a mighty step closer.